Welcome to 3 days of deep cleaning and getting this house ready for Easter. Although it's already passed, we have a lot of cleaning motivation for you today.
Really want to help you.
So whether you're cleaning with me or just sitting back and watching, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and let's get started. So I recently got in an IKEA order and I wanted to just get all of the things out of the box. I had to get the kids a new dresser. And while I was putting the order in, I knew that I needed to get some storage containers. So right now I'm taking everything out and putting that into the kitchen. I really like IKEA's storage containers. They're glass, they're very inexpensive, and I think it's the way to go. This one here was about $3 or $4 and this one here was about $2. So you really can't beat that price, and they're very, very well made. I'm also going to take this opportunity to take down all of the boxes and put them in the recycling bin. Now, Space Aid sent me these baskets and they are really nice. I just got to figure out where I want to put them. We are moving on into we're moving to the table. This is where I've been keeping all of the sensory play, the coloring and slime, just to have easy access for my kids when they need something to play with. That does not include a screen. We are working very hard on trying to break that just process with them. They just love the screens these days. You know how it is. If you have kids or grandkids, it's just these screens are something else, but I know it's not good for them, so I'm trying to have something for them readily available when they need to basically get off. And I'm going to also clean this table off because, like I said, we are going to be doing Easter, and this was Friday that I'm filming this portion. It took about 3 days, and I wanted to clean the table off and put everything away so I could put an arrangement on here, which I will show you step by step how I make. This is the next day. I didn't get as much as I wanted to get done on Friday, but that's why I start early, because I know sometimes my energy and motivation can be fleeting, and I do try my best, but you just never know how things are going to turn. So I'm glad I started early. Here is another day, and we are going to get a lot done today. We're going to get the most done on this day. This was actually Saturday, and once I got into the flow, I was just knocking things off my to-do list one by one, and it felt so good. I wanted to get the house clean not only for Easter, but it really, really needed it. It was just feeling kind of grimy and messy. We have so many people in the house, and although we do keep it tidy, I like a deep clean. I like clean floors. I like clean mirrors. I don't want dust everywhere. And so it doesn't feel like clean until I do all of those things. And today was that day to tackle all of that. I am fluffing out these stems. I showed them in my last video with the spring refresh. I love them. Whenever I have faux floral, especially something very twiggy, I like to make the stems kind of in an S pattern to make them look a little bit more realistic. I am starting off with this bowl. This is from Target. I purchased it around Christmas time. I got myself one and I loved it so much. When I was trying to figure out what I wanted to make my mom or give my mom for Christmas, I felt like something handmade and personal would mean so much. So I went and purchased another one, and I think it was around $35 or $40. I will have a link in my description box if that's something you're interested in. And I decided to take 2 of these foam rounds. I purchased mine from Hobby Lobby, but everybody has them. I just like getting them half off. Walmart, you can get them there, just so many places. And then I'm going to use this big bin of florals. Y'all know I love my florals, and I try to keep the ones that are my favorite in this bin here, just if I want to spruce up the house with some color or make an arrangement or make a wreath, I have them on hand. And so I'm going to pull out some of my favorites that I think are going to make a really nice arrangement. Now, I've got that bush of hydrangeas that I purchased from Hobby Lobby last year for about $5 or $6. They were so beautiful and so inexpensive. I purchased 2 sets of them because I liked them that much. I was hoping I could make an arrangement with them, and today is the day that I'm going to do that. So I've glued the 2 rounds together with Gorilla Hot Glue, and then I'm going to cut all of the leaves and any of the little twiggy foliage and, of course, the actual flower off of the wire. And I'm going to poke a little hole in there with my scissors and then put hot glue to make sure it's secure. And I'm going to start with the largest flower on top. Now, when you're making these arrangements, you want to have something like that is the star of the show, the main thing. And for me, today, the main thing are these hydrangeas. Now, they have been sitting in a container for a while, so I was going to give them time to fluff up. If you need them to fluff up a little faster, you can get a steamer and it will make them come out really quick. But I knew I had time for this to kind of come out a little bit. So I've taken all of the larger stems here and I've got it on the top round to give it some height. Then I'm going to take all of the leaves and foliage and any of the twiggy things that I feel like give it some interest and make it look a little more realistic. I'm going to add those under on the bottom round, doing the same technique with adding a little hole with the scissors and some hot glue. And then at this point, we are just working off of one layer at a time. For me, I think of things in layers. And so we started with the hydrangeas on the top. You add the little twiggy foliage, you add the stems around the bottom. And at this point, we just start adding things to make it fuller and give it a very organic look. Although they are, of course, faux flowers, you can make it look very real. Now, in nature, you're not going to get perfectly put together types of flowers. That's why I like to make it a little bit more twiggy and flowy. I love that whimsical look anyway. So it just made sense to do that here. And I have a lot of little things that I can add that I just have in this bin. So it worked out really, really well. And then any of the spots that I felt like were bare, I added more of the smaller hydrangeas from that original bush. I purchased 2 and I used both. And then we're just going to keep playing off of it. When it was all said and done and I had it set up on the table here, I realized that I didn't love all of the foliage on the bottom. So I ended up trimming it back quite a bit and I really liked the way it turned out. And then I took those natural touch flowers that you saw me pull out of the little vase and a few clips before here, and I put those in here with any of the bare areas, and it really looked good because they look real and they feel real, the ones right there. It really gave it just added it to the next level, and it turned out so good. I think it turned out better than I could have expected. Unfortunately, I was just so in the flow with trying to get things done, and I had church this evening that I did not take a final picture. I'll try to find one and put it on my Instagram. But I love the way that it can come in and out. It is interchangeable. I made her an arrangement for Christmas, so she can take that one right out, store it, and then she can put this one in to switch it up for the seasons. And then I'm going to take anything that I don't realize I need. I just decided since I have everything out, I might as well declutter and get rid of some extra because a lot of it was pushed down and didn't look good anymore. It wasn't quite my style. So the things that I felt like could be usable, I'm going to donate. And the things that I just didn't think anybody would want, I went ahead and threw away. Time to start on some dishes. I like to start the hot water to get it going because some of my dishes will need a little scrubbing. I have not been doing a lot of pre-washing. The detergent, the dishwasher detergent that I got, it's an all-natural one. I think it's from Purity. Says to not rinse them before putting them in the dishwasher, and so that's what I've been trying to do, and it does definitely help. But I like to keep the water hot and running because there are always some that have some really stuck on food or something like that, and I want to have it ready to go. So if you see it going, I'm not trying to waste water. That is what I'm doing. And I'm going to go ahead and put everything here in the dishwasher, and then I'm going to move on and start to clean off these countertops. I always want to give my sink a good scrubbing. I do it every single day, but I don't always get under this grate here. And so I wanted to do this today because I could see that it was kind of getting filmy and yucky under there. Now I do, like I said, scrub all around it and make sure the food particles are off and really give it a good, like, with the faucet, try to clean it real good. But actually getting in here and scrubbing like I am, I don't do the bottom part on a daily basis, but I wanted to today. I will do it if it looks really bad, but I don't usually have to that often. And I'm telling you, if with a little bit of soap and this Scrub Daddy, all of the discoloration and grime comes right up. Remember I mentioned trying not to use microfiber cloths, so I got a big pack of these regular dish towels from Amazon, just regular old white. And I did that because I knew I like to keep, I have a certain container in the laundry room or in the garage where the washer and dryer is that I put all of the towels because I use one every single day. And so then I will throw it in there and I will just wash them. And if it is okay to be bleached, I will bleach them. If not, I do have a Lysol disinfectant wash that I will use. And I like it because if it gets really bad, you can bleach them and they go right back to white. But I had heard that microfiber cloths, from what I have read, it's microplastics. And so I was trying to limit our microplastics. That's what I'm trying to do. It's not going to be one massive change for everything in our house, but little by little. And as I had mentioned in my previous video, some of them I could not get an odor out of, even though I washed it and disinfected it. It just really held on to this odor. So I was going to buy more. And I'm like, are these even safe? And so before I decided to buy more, I wanted to just go ahead and look it up. And that's what I found. It's not bad to use microfiber cloths at all. But I knew eventually I would like to get rid of as much microplastics as I possibly can. So I wanted to go ahead and invest in the white washcloths. And honestly, they're more affordable. And I thought that it would just work out better in the long run because I'm not going to be buying more microfiber cloths. Just go ahead and get the ones I need. And so now I'm going to take some of these utensils out. I'm going to do a whole kitchen declutter and restorage, make it like redoing all of our storage, food storage, and restock very soon. That was one of the reasons why I purchased those glass containers from IKEA. I had noticed some of the um, airtight ones that I've got, the plastic ones from Walmart or even the OXO brand, they are not keeping the cereal or anything like that fresh. And I just don't understand. So I'm trying to slowly get other things. Not going to do it all at once because it can be a little too pricey. But while I'm here and I got some of these stainless steel utensils from the IKEA order, as you can see here, I wanted to pull some of the plastics out. Now we do have some of our pans that you really shouldn't use hard utensils on. So I'm going to keep some of the plastics for now. But slowly but surely, we're trying to just get safer products in the house. I really felt like this area was looking a little too cluttered, so I used a different and smaller riser here. I've had this for ages. And I am putting the coffee and the hot chocolate mix right here. And then I had gotten some freeze-dried Skittles for the boys. And I'll put it in the glass container. And it kind of corrals everything, but it's smaller, so it doesn't look so cluttered. And then I'm taking this glass tray. I got this from Marshall's probably 7 years ago, and I have used it in so many places in my house. I love it. And I'm going to just have it here to kind of corral the containers for hand wash and dish soap. I like to have that here. That way, we do have very hard water here in Florida, and that way it doesn't leave a lot of grime on the granite itself. I like to have everything right here, and it also catches all of the water. I did have one of the risers that is like the diatomaceous earth ones, but over time they get really stained and they stop working. So I'm going right back to the glass because I know it lasts forever. I'm going to clean off this console table on the back of the couch, just wipe everything down, and then get it ready for Easter. Just wanted to clean it up and make it look really nice over here. I made this arrangement quite some time ago and I love it, but I am looking forward to switching it out in a couple of days after Easter is over, just to add some more green in here. I've had many questions about this blanket. I purchased it at HomeSense. I believe the brand is Artistic Threads. You can find some very similar ones at Target. In my last video where I decorated, I did the spring refresh, the one I showed earlier in the video. I have all the links and some comparable links there if you're interested. They can be very expensive. This one was 20 bucks. So if it is worth taking a trip to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, or HomeSense, I would encourage you to do that because I'm not spending $100 on a blanket personally. But it is beautiful and I love adding it to the side of the couch here just to give it some color, some texture. It just is so, so pretty. I love it. And a blanket really help just make the decor look gorgeous.
I have learned one thing, it's wasting time. I don't know how to enjoy it. Every time you tell me it's not there, I suppose that we won't stand a chance.
After cleaning the rails, I am going to move on to the rug here. This is a very low pile rug. It is washable from tumble, and it is the style the Lisa. I think it says silver or blue. I don't know, but they also have a taupe one that I love. So you can check that out. I should have a link in my description box. But I just put this particular vacuum on the lowest setting. That way it works on here. Otherwise, it will just pull it apart. This vacuum is extremely powerful, and it is one of those detect type of vacuums, but it's nice because it's so versatile. It's probably my favorite one so far. And when I really want to get a deep clean and I know I have multiple surfaces to do, I like to pull this one out for sure. It's not as convenient because of the cord and because it kind of be a little cumbersome, but it is my favorite. I'm moving on into the bathroom here. Going to give it a very good cleaning because again, we're having people come over and it just honestly needs it, but I want to give it a really good cleaning because this is the one that everyone's going to use. So from top to bottom, we are scrubbing this. I am going to be using these PDI wipes. If you know about them, you know you have to use gloves. They are potent. My mom used to be into chemical and laboratory sales as well as medical supplies. And so I used to have a steady supply of these. And this here, this is going to disinfect your bathroom. This is what they use in the hospitals. And so my mother-in-law now has some and likes to bring them over here, which I'm so thankful because I love these things. I know I'm giving this bathroom a good disinfecting clean when I use these. So I'm going to use my Shark handheld here, and I'm going to be getting all of the extra stuff off the floor, and then I will be moving on with my mop vac from Tenneco. Now, I do love the Dreamy vacuum. That's the one that you've seen me use. But I have mentioned before, I have a lot of vacuums, I have a lot of robot vacuums, and I absolutely have friends ask me if I have any extra. So if a brand comes to me and asks me if I want to do a sponsorship with them for one of these things, I will say yes. Now, the mop vac totally needed it. The other one that I used, the Bissell one, broke on me. This one is phenomenal and I love it. The Dreamy, I'm always interested in another vacuum, but I did have a friend who needs a vacuum and has not had one. And I mentioned this in a few other videos. So I'm actually going to be giving her the entire Dreamy station. And I'm excited to do that because I love being able to bless other people. I am thankful for the opportunity, so thankful. But who wouldn't want a free vacuum, mop vac, robot vacuum, bedding? Who wouldn't want that? So if I can bless somebody else with these sponsorships, I'm definitely going to do that. And so I'm excited to be able to give her that whole Dreamy Z20 station.
Look as far as I can see, but you don't want to talk to me, no. And not through words, not through songs, not through whispers, not through phones. When I look at you, I know that
I'm going to continue on with this mop vac and the rest of the bottom floor of the house. Just give it a really good clean. I love the way the floors feel after I use this.
every single song. Walk as far as I can go now. I keep repeating overgrown. I think of if you passing by, round the corner meet my eyes. I don't know what we would say, but got me in a state of mind, traveling through wasted time.
As I was doing the floors, I looked over and saw that Chris was wiping everything down off the leather furniture just with a warm rag. This is why I love leather. I know people wonder about it scratching with the dog nails. Yes, it can definitely do that. We keep Ruby off of it. It can do that with cats. But when it comes to cleaning, this is the way to go. So do what I did. Find your leather sofa or your furniture from Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if people use Craigslist anymore. I personally don't. Find it on clearance or on sale, whatever you got to do. I know it can be expensive, but find it used or find it really cheap. And it is the way to go, especially if you're an allergy sufferer. You have kids who spill things constantly. It is awesome. If you have animals and they have fur that, sheds, get leather furniture. I will never have anything other. I tried it. I've really tried to have fabric couches and it just didn't work. That's why I finally was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm going back to leather. And I'm so happy because, again, he's washing it off with a rag. And there have been so many times that coffee spilled on it or a kid will scrape their arm and it gets on it, or it doesn't matter. And it's clean. I just wipe it and it's clean. There have been a few little scratches from the dog nails, but you can literally buff that out and put some color on there. They have that for leather, like leather kits. I have one and I plan on doing that soon. I just out of sight, out of mind. I really didn't even remember about it until talking about it just now, but leather is the way to go. So there's my little encouragement there. And now you saw that I made my bed, nothing fancy, and now it's time to do massive amounts of laundry. If you are still here in this part of the video, will you put a heart emoji down in the comments? I'd love to see that. I really appreciate all of you that are here and have been here for so long, or even if you're new, I'm just thankful for you to take time out of your day to watch these videos. I would love it if you could go ahead and like this video. It's so small. It's such a small little token, but it helps really support my channel, and it is very, very highly favored in the YouTube world. So if you could do that, that would mean so much to me. And if you would consider hitting that subscribe button, that would be so awesome too. When I'm putting laundry away in my room, I will go ahead and separate everything as I'm doing it in piles, and that way I could just put it away right when I'm done with it in the drawers or the closet. Chris does his own laundry. I will do it for him from time to time, but he generally does his own just to kind of make my load, no pun intended, lighter. I do mine, Noah's, and Emma's, and then Josiah, Drew, and Liam, and Chris all do their own. But even though they all do their own, there's always laundry because for some reason Noah has a ton of laundry. I don't understand it. But I did inform him that it's time for him to start taking showers in Emma's bathroom because I had noticed, and this might sound really bad, but mind you, he's 11. So I just noticed that I don't have anywhere to go to kind of like reset, regulate myself, if that makes sense. Everywhere I go, someone's behind me, and I love that. I genuinely love it. But I do need to have a place from time to time. And so once the day is over and Emma is in bed, he will usually come in and take his shower around 8. But I am trying to decompress. Like, it's been a long day. And so I told him, I said, I just think it would be best if you start taking a shower in Emma's bathroom because Mom and Dad need to be able to have a place for us. And that's what he's been doing. It's been working out pretty good. I just think it's important for everybody to have their own place. I think it's important for them to have their own space. It's important for us to have our own space. So, I don't know. Tell me in the comments, do you guys allow the kids in your bedroom and bathroom anytime that they wish, or do you have some boundaries there As the kids were little, they always took showers and baths, mainly baths in our bathroom. That's how it always was. And I never minded that. But now that Emma doesn't ever take one in our bathroom unless it's with me because we have a stand-up shower, I just figured after 11 years that it was okay for him to start taking showers in the other bathroom. I had a little bit of guilt about it, but I am trying to really pay attention to the things that I need, and I know I need a safe place where I can just breathe and decompress and regulate myself. So that's what I had to do. So I am going to make some banana pudding and I'm going to share that with you. I will do my best to put the recipe in here, but it's pretty easy. You'll see what I'm doing and get an idea exactly how it goes.
Take this
It's
out.
getting thick.
No, take this out.
Okay, take it out.
I'm really wanting to help you. I do. Oh no, it's all in.
What's all in?
My story. I don't want my hands to get dirty.
Let me wash it for you.
Would this look good together?
Yeah, that's nice. I have no idea what I'm wearing, Dave. I don't know. I guess just stir it, babe.
Okay. Hey, wanna take some banana pudding, Dad? I just taste it. It's really yum.
Now we're gonna do a little bit of condensed milk. I'll show you how we do it, okay?
Why are we using it like that?
I'm gonna put it in there for you and you're gonna stir it, okay?
Okay.
Put it in. There she goes. Goodness, hold on. You have to do it like that.
Let me kind of taste the milk.
Yeah, taste it. Did you close the thing for the cat? Did you close the door? Did you go open that for her real quick? I'll let you finish. Just go open that for her. Emma, you're good.
I
Okay. Come stir her up.
did it. Now I need to wash my hands.
Okay, baby. You wash your hands.
Help me turn on. Actually, I'll just wipe it with the
Got that?
back.
Keep stirring, my love.
Let's get back at
Let's get back at it.
it.
Now we're gonna do about a cup of sour cream.
Can I taste some?
And you won't want to taste sour cream plain. It's good on baked potatoes, on food, but not really
For children.
for children.
I want to make a little kind of chocolatey.
Hold on, baby.
Oh, we're gonna do strawberry yogurt.
No. So now, actually, I was supposed to put this in here. Watch out. Just a second, I'm gonna put it in here.
Hey,
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you. You're gonna let Mama do it, and I'll help you.
Oh, I don't know why you're just doing that. I was kind of going to mix it.
I'm gonna
Now
let you-
can I mix the
Hey, Justice.
rest?
I will. Just a moment. All right, go ahead. Mix her up. Mix.
I'm gonna want some basketball, Dad.
Keep it going. Stir, stir, stir. Good job, Em. I'm gonna use your. I just need to get this thing whipped. It's just not ready yet.
Wow, Emma, you are such a big helper.
Taste it.
That is so sweet.
Good job. Cut them in little pieces.
Some are not, some are.
Okay.
And not some. A mask one.
Good job.
Okay. Stir.
Hold on, I'm gonna fold this in. I'm gonna fold it in. Go fold it in. Fold it on in. So in case you didn't get that, you're basically gonna get 2 of the small boxes of vanilla pudding, the instant pudding, or 1 large one. So make it according to the instructions. Get a box of vanilla wafers. You are going to mix 1 can of condensed milk, 1 cup of sour cream in that pudding. And then once the Cool Whip, so you're gonna do Cool Whip as well, once it is soft, you really should wait. I should have waited, but I'm so impatient. Let it be completely soft and then fold that into your thickened pudding mixture. And then basically, then you can add your bananas. And we did 2. I should have probably done more. And then you're just going to layer it one by one. You're going to layer it a layer of wafers, a layer of pudding, a layer of wafers, a layer of pudding. If you don't want to mix the Cool Whip, you don't have to. You can do wafers, pudding, Cool Whip, wafers, pudding, Cool Whip, and continue on, or however you want to do it. You do want to let it sit for at least 8 hours. So we always make it the night before, and it is divine. It is fluffy. It is so good. Okay, so it is actually Monday, the day after Easter, and I was cleaning for people coming over on Sunday. My mom loved the arrangement. I switched it out a little bit. I think it was looking a little too much, so I took some of the leaves out of the bottom to clean it up, and then I added some like these Real Touch flowers that I had in the house. I am going to, I think, take these pink flowers out. I'm going to take my Easter stuff down. I know oftentimes I'll see comments like, "You've decluttered so much, I'm surprised you still have anything." Well, yes, a lot of the decluttering that I've also done is with my seasonal stuff, and that's where I think I feel it the most. Like, I was taking everything down last night because I will usually do it the day of. And this is my Easter stuff. It consists of buckets for the kids, a couple of eggs, this that I just put inside, it says He is risen, that I put inside the wreath, and some pink flowers. That's pretty much it. I used to have a lot more. Like, I used to have bins and bins and bins of Easter and Christmas and Halloween and fall. I do not anymore. I definitely lean towards the more simplistic way of decorating. So I was just thinking about that yesterday when I was putting stuff away. And actually, this isn't even mine. This is my mom's stuff. So I'm going to send that back to her. This will go in its bin. I did write some things down that I wanted to do today. And so let me get these flowers and figure out what I'm going to do with this little arrangement right here. So now we do still have this kind of stuff out. So I made this arrangement. I'm sorry it's dark. I made this arrangement on Instagram. I've shared this before. So I think now I can just take these roses out. These are really, really pretty. Just because as we get, hi baby, to May and summer, which my kids will be out of school in 3 weeks, I like to go a little bit more green, less color. I'll add some color. Like, I think I'm going to keep these out. What I did, I glued this in here. You can use it as like a real pot. There is a hole in there, which I never even realized. But I just super glued one of these in here, and that's where I stick stuff. There we go. So I got these from Hobby Lobby. It's pretty full. I think I'm gonna just put these in here. I always say like 2 for $10.99. And I'm just gonna put it around. I'm gonna put it around. Ta-da! Yeah, that works out great. So I'm gonna take this. Let's see if I can do something with this. So I'm going to put these in here, and I like this because it's not too bold and bright. It gives a little bit of color. I do need a little bit of clutter. I'm not color. I do not need clutter. I do not need clutter. Let me just say that right now. I meant color. I do need color. I don't like very monochromatic, beige homes for me. I think it's beautiful. I think they're very aesthetically pleasing. I think they're beautiful. But for me, I need some color. Usually it's a soft blue or sage green. It's just, I gotta do something. I especially love black and whites and how this green pops. This is, oh, I love it so, so much. And I think it just looks really pretty with a little pop here. I am still trying to perfect styling, console tables, mantles, all the things, you know, it's a work in progress. Decorating is a passion of mine, and I only want to get better at it. But decorating, crafting, making things, those are the things that fill up my soul so much. So here are the items that I have left over, and I realized when I went in here, there were so many things in here I wish I would have gotten out, but I just didn't. And it was okay. But there were some really pretty bunnies in there that I'll have to remember for next year. I couldn't get the baskets to fit in here properly, so I did put it in the bin with Valentine's Day stuff, and I'll put this in the attic and then take the rest of the stuff and put it in the car for decluttering and donating. So I need to go to drop things off at the donation, several things, and then I do need to come in here and tidy this up. I don't think I'm ever going to have a clean garage. I try so hard to keep it clean, but I just feel like I can't win. Oh, I guess that'll be another garage clean out soon. Okay, friends. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you all so much for watching it. I would love it if you would go ahead and like this video. It really does help to support my channel so much more than you know. And I'd love it if you would consider subscribing. It's completely free. All it does is tell you when I upload videos if you click that notification bell. So thank you all so much for being here. I love you. I'm thankful for you. And you can make this world a better place. Please don't ever forget that I love you. You are worthy. And I will see you soon. Bye, friends.